Hi Virgo, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your May reading. So you come in underneath the deck with anxiety in reverse. This talks about a storm has passed. It talks about a need to get your anxieties in check this month. A need to it's saying that a brighter day is coming and to not be carrying anxieties that are possibly from the past forward with you at this time, yeah? So, you also have the Seven of Cups in reverse. This could be that there was something that you put your hopes and dreams on and it kind of didn't work out, or it failed. This is kind of feeling like you got to a point where you need to use more logic or more reason or more clear thinking when it comes to this situation. It's like you've took some time out with this card. It can talk about solitary confinement. It can talk about pulling yourself back from with your energy. It can talk about feeling like you need to kind of chastise yourself in a way, because it's like it's the opposite to it is like the gluttony or the greed, or but it's kind of like you've pulled yourself back and you've gone on this kind of inner pilgrimage. It's like you've pulled all your emotional energy back from a situation in order to see it more clearly. You also have the card of Stand Your Ground underneath the deck, and it says standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So, you also have the Wish card. Now, you have the Wish card. This is talking about something that you're hoping for, something that you're dreaming about. It's saying that make a wish right now to bring it in as well. But it's also asking you to look at what it is that you're wishing for, and to think about it more clearly, especially with this. Look at it logically, what it is that you're wishing for. Is it good for you? Is it... do you have to manipulate a situation in order for it to be good for you? Are you feeling like you're going to try and, or is somebody else manipulating the situation so that it looks good to you? Yeah, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. It's also about feeling like there could be some kind of temptation or some kind of lust, some kind of wanting, but that need could be hidden. That could be hidden under the carpet with the Nine of Cups as well. It could be swept behind that screen there. So what it could be, are you being clear about what it is that you want to manifest this month, Virgo? You also have the King of Cups. Now, this is telling me that this is something emotional that you want to manifest. This could be a relationship. This could be somebody that you've been watching for a long time. This is somebody that you could be totally infatuated with as well. However, you may not be showing them how infatuated with them you are. You could be hiding your emotions or pulling back your emotions for them, in order to manipulate a situation, let's say, or to make something seem a different way. The King of Cups is also talking about looking at your emotional side of life this month, yeah? What are you putting your energy into emotionally, yeah? And is it good for you, yeah? You have a decision to make here with the Two of Swords. Now, you may feel as though you're caught in the middle with this decision and you don't really have the power, but you do. You just need to take the blindfold off, because everything's there in order for you to make this decision. You do get more focus because you got the Ace of Swords. This is talking about victory. This is talking about knowing where you need to put your energy. This is talking about a new focus. Now, that new focus could be that you took some time in solitude alone. You took some time, you pulled back your energy. It could also be that you went to a mentor or somebody or a friend and they gave you some bad advice. So now you're choosing to kind of... It could be that you're turning your back on some advice that a family member gave you, or you're turning your back on something that is asking you to kind of look clearly. It could be, with the Hermit card as well in reverse, that you could be projecting it onto somebody else that they have all the answers, but it's asking, it's saying you have all the answers within you. So maybe you're taking back your control. You've been in solitude for a while, but now you're wanting to come out. You're not wanting to be by yourself anymore. However, I do feel like there was some advice that possibly wasn't taken, or you could have turned your back on. The King of Cups can talk about a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Devil could be a Capricorn, yeah? However, I feel like for you guys this month, Virgo, you're in your heads a lot, because you have the Ace of Swords, yeah, which talks about needing to see that clarity more. So it's in the center of the reading, so it's about you getting clear, getting logical about what it is that you want, and not being kind of distracted from material things, perhaps. Yeah, like I said, you're in your head a lot, because you also have the Page of Swords. This talks about you feeling kind of, the Hermit can be a little bit of a grumpy old person. It's like they've realised that, oh, they had enough of a situation, so now they don't like kids again, or they start that grumpy nature. And we also have you being very kind of defensive, or somebody else is being very defensive around you. It's like you're waiting on communication, but you're also waiting kind of with your bat ready to kind of bat it away. You're feeling very defensive, very under attack, yeah? It's like you're starting to you need to try and clear through these clouds and see a little bit more clearly, yeah? Like I said, a lot of your cards are mental. You also have you Knight of Swords. This is you empowering forward. It could also be a message or some type of communication coming in. Either you're delivering some communication, or some communication comes into you. Yeah, it could be that the other person is very defensive, so you're having to kind of watch how you approach them. You also have the Seven of Wands, which talks about you standing your ground. It talks about you staying on that higher ground, not allowing yourself to backtrack, yeah? It could be that there was a situation that was involving finances and a woman in the past, or there's a situation involving finances right now that's upsetting you. It could also be that you're needing to leave behind some toxic relationships in the past. It could be saying that this woman is not really good for you at this time, or you could be taking on this energy. Just make sure that you're not allowing yourself to be toxic, or allowing others to be toxic around you. It's asking you to leave that energy in the past. If you allow yourself to stay on higher ground, yeah, then, and not be too defensive, then I feel like there's going to be some sort of message or some sort of communication. It could be that you are receiving the communication here, because we have received. It says you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's a time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So if there's something out of balance with you, Virgo, if you're the one giving more of the time, then allow yourself to receive. But if you've been the one taking, then allow yourself to give as well. It's just about getting the energy balance back in order again. The 4 cards that are the swords are very much about you feeling like you're very anxious this month, feeling like there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of insecurities. It could be that you're on the outside, things are looking really good, yeah, and emotionally, but you're trying to hold back your emotions, yeah, you're trying to hold back your emotions. There's something that you want that you may not be communicating as well. We also have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and she talks about our sacral chakra. She is all about this orange energy, and she talks about creativity and about allowing ourselves to become intimate with people. Maybe you've been pulling yourselves back. Maybe you had to pull your energy back in order to go inside yourself, in order to look at yourself. Now you've heard messages from other people. Maybe the way that they told you how to do it didn't help you. So now you're moving forwards, yeah? Although allow yourself to put down some of these defensive. Realise that maybe some of these swords that we're carrying, we can allow ourselves to put down. There's a lot of cards here that mean that you could be very critical or very condemning of yourself, let's say. It's about looking at your value this month as well, with the woman holding a coin, and allowing yourself to approach others from a place of value, maybe not from a place of defense or not from a place of attack. I do feel like you're waiting for some kind of messages, but you need to kind of refocus your mental energy, and then you will get that clarity or that victory. Yeah. That can also be insight, it could be revelation, it can be an awakening or epiphany that comes for you guys this month as well. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care, stay blessed. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions.